Warning, this game is rated M for mature. There are sensitive topics, both of a sexual and violent nature, so viewer discretion is advised. You fully recovered from yesterday's events. You should go over to the TV world with everyone after school. Technically, you recovered from the last week of stuff happening, but you know.
I'll give it a try, but if Rise-chan couldn't find him, I really doubt someone with a dried-up nose like me will be much help. I do smell Adachi baby in here, but the fog is completely covering up his scent.
I'm sorry, but please never refer to him as the Adachi baby ever again.
Teddy, you can't do it either?
When you look at me with those eyes, I get this feeling. I've got to sniff him out no matter what! This is my time to shine! Ooh, I'm getting something!
Teddy?
Hey, quit wandering around. You better not flake out on us again.
Huh? I sense it from this away.
Is it Adachi?
How do I put it? It's kinda hazy, but at the same time, it feels like I've got a whopper on the line.
I don't get it.
Very suspicious. This definitely smells. But that's weird. If I remember right, that's where Sensei, Yosuke, and Chie-chan came from when I met them for the first time.
Where was that? Oh, you mean that creepy-ass room where all the faces on the posters were cut out?
Yep, there's someone there.
Teddy, you really are amazing.
It was just dumb luck. It's because that's where I first sensed Sensei and the others. That's why it kinda smelled over there.
Oh, I see. Wait, did you say it smelled? Wasn't that the room where Yosuke had to go to the bathroom?
Huh? You're saying he peed his pants there?
Ew, I don't want to hear it.
Oh, you lie so bad! Dude, I did not piss my pants! Quit spreading random rumors about stuff like that.
Well, it happened so long ago, my memory's kind of fuzzy, you know?
Okay, guys, enough fuzziness. Follow me, the master of fuzzy logic.
I haven't heard you crack up in a while, Yukiko. Though I really wonder sometimes about your sense of humor.
It's an endearing character trait. A cheerful mood has returned to the group thanks to Teddy. You've taken a step forward towards the truth. Also, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, so think about this. Actually, no, I guess it doesn't make sense. Okay, so what I was thinking was that Adachi would have had to throw someone from the police station down. Oh. No, it would be a different location because Saki would be thrown in from the police station and Miss Yamano would have been thrown in at the Amagi Inn. But then again, Yukiko was also thrown in at the Amagi Inn. So it actually doesn't make a lot of sense that their areas would be connected because they were dropped into the same general area, you know? But what if this entire landing zone was created because of Adachi coming here for the first time, and because this area is literally like right next to the area? They show it in the anime that basically this boardwalk literally just continues out to a uh, to the second floor of an apartment complex, and that's where they have the initial battle with the shadows for the first time. To activate Yu's ability to summon Izanagi, which, by the way, in the anime, he uses Izanagi all the way up until the final boss, and I am so proud that he kept that incredibly bad persona up until that point. Then again, I guess it wouldn't be that bad if he kept it as his main persona and kept giving it stat increases, I guess. It doesn't have the, excuse me, it doesn't have the right abilities to be considered a good persona, but hey, that's what refusing him in New Game Plus is for.
That damn bitch. I noticed her first, and she just had to run off and have an affair. Who's there? Oh, it's you guys. You're very persistent.
So, you're the real killer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not lying your way out of this one, damn it! Just being here proves it! Answer us! You're the one who threw Ms. Yamano into the TV, aren't you?
It was an accident. She started struggling. What else was I supposed to do? I called her out to the lobby because I wanted to ask her something, and then she started getting hysterical on me.
Who are you? And what's this something important you called me out here for?
What they say on the news isn't true, is it? All that talk about you having an affair and whatnot? It's all a lie, right?
Why do I have to explain myself to you?
I see. So you don't deny it. You caught my eye. But it turns out you're another worthless bitch.
What's wrong with you? Don't make me call for help.
You probably should have called for help earlier. This is clearly like a crazy stalker. It doesn't matter if he's a police officer.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I think you need to see what it's like to fear for your life. It'll get your head straight.
What are you going to do? No.
She fell in. Wow, so people can go completely inside. Good thing for me, no one else was around there in the middle of the night.
That happened in our lobby?
I learned about the Midnight Channel through some rumor. You hear a lot of fishy stories like that on the force. But it was pure coincidence that I touched the screen and discovered my power. I burst out laughing when I found out. I knew right away that this was going to be interesting.
So you tested it out on Mayumi Yamano?
Nah, it was nothing like that. I'm a very sincere fellow. I was just trying to punish the stupid bitch a little for betraying me. Yeah, putting them inside the TV was never the plan. But you know, both Mayumi and that dippy high school girl struggled for no reason.
Then you were responsible for Saki-senpai's death!
Saki? Oh yeah, her name was Saki Konishi, or something like that. At first I just called her in because of work-related stuff, her being the one who found Mayumi's body and all. And naturally, if there was any chance she'd seen something, I'd need to know, right? So I was all set to be a nice guy to her, and then that bitch.
You really like that word, don't you?
What's this about, anyways? Didn't you call me in for more questions?
Well, we'll get to that. But you know, I saw you this afternoon. You were getting pretty cozy with that Namatame. Huh. So I'm not good enough for you. Well, I know how to deal with girls like you.
No!
That TV feels too
These
small.
high school girls today. This world's gone straight to shit. When I was in school, I wasn't allowed to do anything but study my ass off. I was supposed to be the best of the best, and instead they stick me in the boonies. But I guess I got the sweet power to make up for it. Life's not so bad after all. Get on your knees and beg, and maybe I'll let you out. Yeah, like that'll happen. As if I'd walk into a death trap like that. It was a lot easier the second time. High school girls are thinner, you know? Lighter.
You son of a bitch!
Come on, give me a break. I didn't know it was dangerous inside the TV. It's not like I was trying to kill them. I mean, I'm sure they hit on Namatame, not the other way around. A council secretary will one day rise to public office himself. Mayumi and that high schooler were just gold digging. They got exactly what they deserved. I didn't do anything wrong at all.
Shut the hell up! You knew from what happened to Mayumi Yamano that people die in here!
So what if I knew?
Okay. Did you trick Namatame into doing this?
Nah, he called the police in the middle of the night, just after they found that Saki girl's body. The rest of the force had their hands full with the double homicide, and it happened that I was the one who took the call.
Namatame said the police refused to take him seriously. You were responsible for that then.
Oh, quite the contrary. If anyone else had taken the call, sure, but I actually did believe him, you know?
That's the pattern to the 2 deaths so far? And now you're seeing a girl in a kimono on that weird program, and you think she'll die too, is that right? Namatame-san, do you seriously expect us to believe something like that?
But it's true! If there's any way the police can protect her...
Listen, there's no way the police are going to make a move based on a fantasy story like that. It does sound interesting, though.
But...
Oh, I have an idea. If you really want to save her that much, why not do it yourself? Like, you could shelter her somewhere. Someplace where no one could find her.
Where no one could find her?
Save her yourself. You can do it. I'm busy, so I'm hanging up now. Bye.
Isn't that amazing? Of all the people who could have received Namatame's call, it ended up being me. Talk about luck! All I did was give him a little push. And he completely bought into his vision of this world. The more people you guys saved, the more he'd kidnap. Both sides had the best of intentions, so the game of cat and mouse would never end. It was awesome.
You gotta be shitting me!
Why? What reasons could you have for doing that?
Reasons? None, really. I could do it, that's all. And it was fun. I guess that's my reason?
You murdered people just for the fun of it?
Come on, all I did was put people in here. I didn't murder them. And Namatame did most of it. I had nothing to do with any of you.
You're just dodging the blame!
Yeah? Then how would you prove it?
So I recently... Well, not recently, but like... I once read up it's not really a theory, it's not really an idea. What is it? It's someone put out a speculative court case for how they would explain to a court how Adachi was murdering people. Effectively, it's the guns don't kill people, people kill people argument. The world didn't... This other side did not kill those 2 women. Adachi did by putting him in that situation. It's technically first-degree manslaughter, but it is effectively assigning them their death with a deadly weapon, effectively. And he knew, so it can't be involuntary, and it would be premeditated for the second case. So effectively, it would be bumped up to murder. So it's like, huh. I just find that really fascinating.
He put people inside TVs? You think the police are that stupid?
What a jerkwad!
I do admit, though, I never thought you guys would manage to track me down. I like that. Games like this gotta have surprises or they get boring fast. It's like when I dealt with that Kubo kid. That was fun, too.
Then, you mean to say that Mitsuo Kubo's disappearance was your doing as well? I did sense something odd in his course of action. If he had special powers and wanted attention, why resort to a regular copycat crime?
And here we have another solved mystery that you weren't even asking. How exactly did Kubo get into the other world when he didn't know about personas? The answer is that Adachi put him in. So technically, he is responsible for three cases, two of which are confirmed murder, and the other one is attempted murder.
But that wasn't the case. Kubo had no such powers. In fact, he was thrown in by you. Am I correct?
It had been a while since I last put someone inside the TV, so I really got a kick out of that one.
Why did you do that? And how come Mitsuo didn't say anything about you?
You think that didn't occur to me before I did it? Come on, I'm a detective. I let him through to a room at the station with a TV, switched off the lights, and did it quick while he was still startled. As long as he didn't see me push him in and no one else did either, no one would believe him, even if he survived. Of course, I don't think the Kubo kid ever figured out what happened.
Wait, the police station?
Yeah, he turned himself in pretty quick, actually. This was back when we didn't even know enough to issue a search warrant. But the other officers decided it was just a prank, so they pawned him off on me. I didn't blame them. I mean, a kid coming and saying, "I did it all, it was me." Who'd believe him? But it looked bad. I didn't think anyone would come forward and take the blame for all the incidents. The police were desperate to pin it on anyone. If this kid really did it, they might have announced the case was closed. And if that happened, Namatame would stop saving people. I couldn't let that happen, or the game would be over. That's why I told the others I sent him home. I came up with the idea to put him inside the TV on the spot.
The game would be over? You threw him in just so your fun wouldn't end?
You gotta have some excitement in life, don't you agree? But then you guys put your foot in it yet again and ruined my fun.
So if you notice, if you really think about it, the gap between when Rise was thrown in and when Kubo was thrown in was actually pretty long, because again, Kubo's whole thing was that he was the dungeon during the summer, you know? It's basically one at the beginning of spring, one at the end of spring, one at the beginning of summer, and then one at the end of summer. But it really did feel like that there was a much bigger gap between Rise's dungeon and Kubo's dungeon. And I've always wondered why, and this game is literally going, yeah. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Thanks to you, Kubo was arrested again, and everyone acted like he was the true culprit behind it all. Couldn't they see how badly he copied the crime scene? It worked out in the end, though, because good old Namatame kept saving people. I guess the guy started to develop some kind of messiah complex, huh? What an idiot.
This is all a game to you. How dare you murder people? Murder Saki-senpai for such a stupid reason! You bastard! I'll never forgive you!
You can keep your forgiveness. Our world will probably become just like this place soon enough anyways. Didn't you notice? The fog's leaking out. Everything on that side's pretty much screwed. The two worlds will merge soon, and then there'll be no difference, no sides anymore.
What the hell's he talking about?
This isn't his real body. The real Adachi is somewhere else.
But this guy feels different from an ordinary shadow. It doesn't seem like he's going berserk.
Wow, you can tell that much? This me is just around to greet you guys, and thank you for wasting your time by chasing me in here. I'd say this world has taken a real shine to me. I feel like it's giving me everything I've ever wanted.
So, consider this. People get personas because they accept the shadow as a part of them. What happens when someone who already has a persona has a shadow and then lets the shadow become the real person? Like, it's kind of interesting because Adachi's like whole thing, we're gonna get into it when his dungeon actually pops up. Adachi is effectively a shadow in living form, like the reverse of what happened with Teddy, where he was a shadow who gained physical form. This is a physical person who is becoming a shadow. And it's really fascinating. Kind of lumps back into some of the lore of Persona 2, but a lot of that got retconned with 3. So, yeah, I'll probably drop it. You could probably look at the story of Persona 2 on your own, but like, you're gonna have to skirt past Hitler with sunglasses, which I will not explain, but yeah, Persona 2 is a wild ride when it comes to the actual lore of the world.
And the monsters don't attack me at all. Maybe they can tell we have the same goal.
The Shadow's goal?
By the end of the year, Inaba will disappear completely into the fog. Soon, this place will be reality. I'll be in this world, so if you want me, come and get me. This world has a mind of its own. We'll see which of us it favors.
Keep your bullshit to yourself. It's about time you shut the hell up. We'll finish this right now!
What a chump! Didn't I just tell you the real me is somewhere else? I'll be expecting you all. We'll put an end to this.
Get back here, you!
That stuff about the world's mind and how this place will become our reality. Was he serious?
The rest of his confessions were consistent. We'd best proceed under the assumption that it's no lie.
It felt like he's gained some strong power after coming here.
Not only that, maybe he got taken over by that power.
So what he said about the two worlds becoming one, that's really gonna happen?
Didn't he say that it would happen by the end of this year? What happens then?
Spoiler alert, every Persona game ends on Christmas, so if we don't have everything done by Christmas Eve, effectively the game ends.
I think he means this world will engulf the human world. The people in town are acting weird. It's like when the shadows that emerged from people went berserk. If the fog gets even thicker, and this town is completely shut off from the outside world, then the other side might become full of shadows, like over here.
You mean everyone's gonna turn into shadows?
Damn it! Damn that bastard! Why? We went through so much to get here, and now it turns out he was pulling our strings this whole time?
I don't really think so, but we're gonna end it either way.
Yeah. It's about time we finished this. I don't want to feel this way ever again.
There's a path we can take now. I sense Adachi's presence from that direction. He's taunting us.
Bring it on! Let's go kick his ass right now!
Wait, I suggest we prepare ourselves first. We can't let him stab us in the back ever again. We must face him with all the power at our disposal and defeat him without fail.
I'm a little worried what he means by the end of the year, but now's not the time to freak out. Let's get prepared. Let's get over-prepared and leave footprints all over his stupid, smug face!
By pooling your strength, the path to the truth has been opened. You are now Judgment rank 8. If I remember correctly, Judgment rank 9 is actually defeating him, and then Judgment rank 10 is getting to the final boss, I believe.
Senpai, please don't go on alone. I understand that it must hurt, since you seem to have a personal relationship with him.
Maybe that's why. I feel a presence kind of like yours up ahead. He might be calling to you.
Again, his persona is basically Izanagi, but it's just a shadow version of it. And I've always really kind of liked the perspective that it's literally, hey, here's the Fool card, but it's a different type of Fool card. And of course there's going to be mirror reflection, even to the point, and this is why I didn't show the credits up until now, because you might have actually gotten it. Yu Narukame and Adachi are voiced by the same person. You'll notice it every once in a while, but with the re-release of Golden, a lot of the new lines for Adachi are higher pitched, and a lot of Yu's battle lines have been switched to be a little bit deeper and growly. And this is to make it less apparent, but when it came to the anime, it became a serious problem.
Wait, never mind. Forget I said that. We're all going together, okay?
Promise us.
The unexpected true culprit has finally been confirmed. Before the end of the year, this town will be swallowed by the fog. You must finish things before then. You resolve to be fully prepared before facing Adachi. I believe that means that we're going to be getting Yosuke up to max social link before going in there. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to just say right now, there's a sequence after this. And the reason why we're going to do this sequence is because we have to finish the Jester Arcana. Even though we completed it on the other day, and we have the save file for it, that's just the save file for completing... Actually, let me check. I have my Steam page up. I don't think I actually got... Nope, I did not get an achievement for actually doing the Accomplice ending. Huh, weird. Well, either way, we're gonna go to the room, and we're gonna do this sequence afterwards. It's a quiet night. You remember what your friend said.
He might be calling to you. We're all going together, okay?
Promise us.
What should you do? Sorry, my chair's a little bit squeaky right now. I might actually, like, pause the recording right here and then come back in a second. Sorry about that. My pants actually got caught onto my chair and they kind of ripped. It's like, ugh. Well, either way, we're gonna go see him alone because we're weird like that. Okay, you decide to leave to go to Adachi's alone. There's nobody around, and I'm currently questioning how we actually got in at midnight, but oh well. The room is quiet. There's no sign of anyone around. Is Adachi even here? Oh, the entrance disappeared.
This is a problem. Why didn't you bring the rest of them? You're such a party pooper. You couldn't even bring your wannabe detective friend?
I need to talk to you.
To what? Change my mind? Don't kid yourself. Your whole gang should be here. You know, work together, beat the bad guy. Friendship, effort, victory. You guys love that stuff.
Well, will you reconsider?
Huh? Why would I? Didn't you hear what I just said? Or maybe you heard, but you didn't understand. Well, I don't have anything to say to you. If crimes could be solved by appealing to morality, we wouldn't need the police.
This is the only time I'm gonna say this, but man... Man, Adachi has some screwed up morals. But, man. He's like ran up the money there. It's like, dude, if we could just shame people into admitting their crimes and then exiling themselves somewhere else, we really would not need any form of government. I mean, really.
The person you believed in was a version of me who only existed in your head. You decided on your own to believe in me, and that decision betrayed you. Why complain about it to me?
Is that what you're gonna tell Dojima?
You say the dumbest shit. It's people like you who come to me alone, naively thinking you can turn me around, that piss me off the most. What do you think will happen if I shoot you?
Well, you can't.
Wow, very optimistic. Is your brain rotting or something?
The bullet brushed your ear. You smelled the acrid scent of burning gun smoke. Oh man, I just
Do you
slapped
get
the
it
controller.
now? We're done talking. I won't miss next time.
It didn't seem like a threat, but you don't think you can talk to Adachi anymore. You feel like your relationship with Adachi has changed dramatically. Behold his real arcana, hunger. It is a replacement for strength. So, funny thing about strength as a tarot card, that the hunger card actually kind of adds, okay? So, the regular art for strength is this idea of, let's say, the way that the card has always been kind of worded, and the depiction that they usually show on the card is, quote, the virgin comforting the lion. And as you can tell by the art for that, the woman is being offered up to hungry lions. And the reason for this is because I think traditionally, like, I need to look more into it, because if I remember correctly, let me just quickly double check. Okay, so I'm gonna just put this in right here, since I just found it, and then I have to close everything again, so be another cut afterwards. So, to remind you of how strength works as a card, its upright is strength in the mental sense. So like courage, persuasion, influence, or like all that type of stuff. But the thing with Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck, which Aeon and Hunger, because for some reason they didn't want to use the word lust, even though that's the name of the card, have slightly different connotations to it. You know, it's like Aeon instead of Judgment is more about going from someone getting exactly what they deserve, you know, karmic justice. It's more of divine intervention. Meanwhile, I'm going to refer to it as the Hunger card, even though it's called Lust. hunger is taking the raw emotion from the reversed side of the tarot card and making that the right side up part. So basically, Adachi is a card that, when right side up, is reversed. Which is incredibly interesting. You know, it's this idea of, like, raw emotion, with also the, you know, the idea of being accompanied with, you know, like, addiction and, like, all the stuff from the devil card put into one thing. And it's a fascinating shift that makes a lot of sense for Adachi.
Want me to let you choose? You can go back to your friends and bring them all here, or you can die now. I guess regular revenge is boring, though. Let me see where your detective work takes you. It's always good for a laugh. You're so persistent. Look at all that youthful vigor you've got. Come on, leader. Bring all your friends back here. Well, bye-bye.
The entrance is still closed. Seems Adachi is now blocking you. Don't worry, you'll get a VPN and you'll go around it. Unless you come back with your friends, you won't be able to reach him. You must go back for now.
Welcome back. I told you not to go alone, though I knew you would anyway. It's okay, I understand. I'll keep it a secret from the others, and I won't ask about Adachi for now.
By the way, you could totally tell that this is a different, recording for Yosuke. He's got such a higher pitch to his voice in this, it sounds odd.
But come on, you should trust us more.
Yosuke seems a bit sad. Also, I just noticed a really cute, poster of the penguins behind this. I don't know why I've never pointed it out before, but it's really cute.
Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. Attention customers, it is now closing time. Please visit us again tomorrow.
You couldn't get through to Adachi. The day that the town will be swallowed up by the fog should be near the end of the year. See you guys tomorrow. Leave like and comments down below. Check out my live streams. I do them occasionally. Hopefully on a weekly basis now, but considering how this week turned out, probably not. You must reach a decision by then. You must completely prepare yourself as completely as possible. Sorry, I thought that was going to be the end.